Hello everyone. Welcome once again to another Power BI tutorial by Team Slidescope. In this part, you will learn top 5 Power BI charts every analyst must know. So as a Power BI analyst, knowing the right chart to use can make huge difference in data visualization and storytelling. And here are top 5 Power BI charts every analyst should master. First is bar and column chart. It is best for comparing categories and showing trend over time. Examples are sales revenue by region or monthly sales performance. So let's see a data set. The data set that we are using here is sample superstore data set. In this data set, every row represents an instance of an order. So you can see order ID 10 1343163405, and in every order ID you can see, for example, here this is in this order ID you can see 3 rows, and this means that in this one order 3 products were ordered. So for every product we have information: what was the segment of consumer, city, state, postal code, ship date is given, and order date is given, region is given, and so on. So category of product and subcategory are given. So here the categorical columns are segment, city, state. All of these columns are very important categorical columns. So to create a bar or column chart, you can take a stacked column chart or bar chart here, and you can simply create this bar chart. Now what is the difference between a stacked and clustered? That is, we can see here. So I'm going to show you. So first let's consider a stacked. So if you will use a stacked bar chart, a horizontal chart will appear. If you will use a stacked column chart, a vertical chart will appear. So here bars will be vertical, here bars will be horizontal. That's the difference. If bars are vertical, in this case on x-axis you can put your categorical field. For example, our categorical field can be state, or our categorical field can be order date or something, right? So we can, or month. So let's say we selected month. We know no matter how many years are there in the data set, but if you will group them, the number of months will be 12. So on x-axis we are putting those months, and on y-axis in the data set we have sales value. For every row, what is the value of sales, what is the value of profit, quantity, these type of things are there. So on y-axis you can bring sales here, and this way you will be seeing a monthly trend of all different years. Now since we have selected a stacked column chart, on y-axis we can also bring other numerical values like profit. So if you will bring profit here, then you will see when this much sales value is there, then this much profit is there in each month. So this dark blue color represents sum of profit, and this light blue color represents sum of sales. So this is what you can create in a stacked column chart. You can also switch it to stacked bar chart like this. So you will see January, February, March, October, November, December like this. And the only difference is now the categorical field, whether it was month or something else, will now be on the y-axis. So let's switch back to column chart here, and what we are going to do, we are going to create another chart here, and here let's say we have product subcategory or product category, right? So on product region, from which region the product was ordered. So that is something. Now we will bring the categorical field on the y-axis, and on x-axis we will put sales and profit. So you can see in west region we have the highest value of sales, and from here when you will drag profit in the same axis, you will see uh, in west region you have highest value of profit as well, but on third number the profit is in sum. So this way you will be able to create these type of simple charts. If you want to give these charts borders or shadows, you can go to effect and you can enable border here. Similarly, you can enable border here. Now, after creating or understanding the stack charts, now let's see the same case. What will happen in case of clustered column chart or a clustered bar chart, which is one and the same thing, just the axes are swapped. So let's say we also have subcategory. So subcategory is obviously the subcategory of a product. So we will create a clustered column chart. So we will create another clustered column chart here. And in this clustered column chart, on x-axis we will bring the subcategory, and on y-axis we will bring sum of sales. So this way sum of sales will be added here. And since it's a clustered column chart, you will see two parallel bars, placed next to each other. Let's say we want to bring profit here. Okay, so when you will bring profit, now you will be seeing something like this. So here this long bar represents sales, and this represents how much profit for that particular subcategory. For phones, you can see value of sales is highest and profit also seems high, but profit is highest in case of copiers. If you see the ratio, right? So you will be able to see that. In some cases, you can also see it is in negative. So in case of tables and bookcases, we have a negative profit. Seems like in furniture we have loss. We can simply copy the formatting and apply here. So it will create a chart here or a border here as well. This is sum of profit and sales by subcategory, and we have created the clustered chart here. And if you just want to swap axis, you can simply change it back to clustered bar chart. And here let's get rid of subcategory, and we can drag the main category, primary category. So there are three primary categories. In total we can see that in furniture we don't have loss, but yes, the profit value is very low. So this is how you can create a clustered bar chart, and this is how you can create a clustered column chart. So this is what you can do here. And next is 100% stacked bar chart. So here you can see that whatever value we have, so the bar chart is as per that value. If the value is more, the height of bar is more. If it is less, it is less. But in case of 100%, let's create a simple copy here. In case of 100%, what will happen? Every bar will be 100%. Okay, let's select this. So you can see every bar is 100%. And if we will go to format your visual in enable data label and zoom it, then you will be able to see what is the percentage of profit and percentage of sales in each month here. So in each category, what is the percentage of these two values? So here you are seeing the values. For example, if we will enable data labels here and zoom it, because chart is small, so you will be seeing the values, the exact values. But when you will zoom it, you will be actually seeing the percentage. So that's what is importance of this 100% stack chart. And here you can see we have bar. So let's do this, and here we can simply change it to the, so then it is the same way of representing the data, but now in horizontal manner. So this is what bar chart is about, and this is something you must know as a beginner. Bar chart. So in top 5, this is bar chart. Then there is line chart. Line chart is ideal for trend analysis and identifying patterns over time. So example can be monthly website traffic or a stock price movement or something. So let's create another page here, and in the page we will drag line chart. In line chart we can drag something like a date value, right? So for example, we can bring the order date in x-axis. When you will bring order date, it will bring all the elements of order date. It is year, quarter, month and day. Okay. And on y-axis, you can bring sales or profit. So you can also bring profit here, by the way. So for example, you have brought sales. So you can also bring profit. So here you can see, first of all, it is grouping the data in years, which is the first hierarchy, right? If you want to show quarterly data, then you can click to turn drill down, and then you can click on next level. Now we are seeing quarterly. In all 4 years combined, what is sum of sales in all quarters? Then we can drill down, and this is showing monthly. And when we'll drill down, this is showing daily, like on the first day of the month, second day of the month. So we can see highest sales is around 17th day or second day. So maybe on second day people, know, go to buy groceries for the whole month or maybe for half month, and then when there is 15th day or 16th day, then they go to 17th day to buy more groceries or something like that. So this type of thing is there, and this is what is line chart. You have to remember this. In line chart, on x-axis there is something that is continuous, right? Something like time, because it is always continuous, so that's why we keep it like this. Then there is pie and donut chart, which is great for showing proportions but should be used sparingly for clear comparisons. Example, market share distribution among competitors. In the sample space store, how you can use pie chart. So here also we have categories or segments, like we have different segment of consumers. So we can create a pie or donut chart. Pie or donut chart are basically the same thing. Only the representation is as a pie and as a donut, right? So here in legend we will bring segment. Legend, by bringing it to legend, it will create all unique values as a legend. It will provide you that color, right? And then you can bring any numerical value like sales here. So for example, we can go and bring sales. So sales value, and now it will start showing. Similar thing, you can copy and paste here, and you can simply do it for pie chart. So in pie chart, you will see we don't have any hole here. Why this is preferred? Sometimes we can add a text here, okay, and we can write something. Let's say you want to write something like some other value. What is the total sales? And we want to show it as a segment. So what we can do, let's say we want to show total sales. Okay. So we can use a card visual here. In card visuals, we will bring the total sales like this. So this is showing this is total sales. Now let's go to disable the category label, and we can switch it to, let's say, use it as 22 size. Okay. Now let's reduce its height, reduce its width, so that it can fit within that circle. Okay. And now we can move it over here. When you will move it over here, you will see it looks weird. But what we can do, we can go to general effect and disable its background. Now you can see it is fitting perfectly inside. So this way you can show a pie chart that it is showing 2.30 million. Here we can enable some like in a general tab we can enable effect, and we can enable visual border, and we can select this, and we can group them. For example, let's select all of them, you know, and we can go to format, and we can uh, either send it backward or forward. And I don't know why it is not showing us option to select. Let's try once more. Yeah, Sometimes it is where it is selected. So first what we are going to do in format, we will send to back. Okay, and now we will select this, both are selected, and we will go to format and group. Now grouping is available. Now when grouping is available, we can move them. Okay, so that is something we can do easily. So this is why we can use donut chart if we want to show something, or if you don't want to show, then also it is good. And this is pie chart, which will clearly show the portion that in consumer segment the value of sales is highest. Now similarly we have matrix chart. It is useful for detailed tabular data, hierarchical grouping and drill down capabilities. So what do we mean by that? Let's select a table or matrix chart here. So in table chart, we can simply bring columns and it will automatically start summarizing. Let's say we drag category, then we drag subcategory. So you can see it is already creating columns and grouping them. And then we will bring sales and profit. So it will do all summations for us and profit. Instead of sum of sales, if you want to see average sales, average profit in these categories, then you will be able to see. And this is one way of creating it. We can easily switch it to a matrix chart. In matrix chart, you can see it will start showing you like this. So what you want to keep as row, what you want to keep as column is something you can keep that. So we will keep subcategory as row and this as column. Now you will be able to see. So for in accessories, there is no furniture. So wherever we have a matching value, we will be able to see that. We can go to format visual, cell elements, and we can enable background color. So based on the value of number, it will automatically create a darker or lighter color. Okay. We can also enable font color. We can also enable data bars. So these type of things can be done here. So this is matrix chart, and matrix charts are also explained in great detail in our more than 100 tutorials that are in the same playlist. So please check them out. Then we have tree map. It is perfect for hierarchical data and comparing parts of whole using nested rectangles. So why use tree map? For example, we have many subcategories, and in those subcategories there are sales. So from here we can go and drag a tree map. Let's use tree map like this. And in the category we will bring subcategory. So we have accessories, books, etc. And let's say we want to see sales. So what we will do, we will simply bring sales here in values, and then you will see that in phones we have the highest value of sales, then chairs, then storage, then tables, then binders, and so on. So it is showing you a hierarchical data, right? So that is very important. And when you will show it like that, so let's say we want to show more details, so click on your chart. Okay, and in details, what do you want to show? We will say we want to show sales, so then you will see for binders. So in details we can bring something that is a categorical thing. Let's say we want to bring segments, like okay, this is phone, but show us segment wise. So when you will bring in detail, so we'll see that in phones, in consumer segment we have highest number of sales, then in corporate, and then in home office, right? So this way you will be able to see that. You can go to format and enable data labels. So this way you will be able to see total sales value as well. If you don't want to display category label or display category label, you can use it. Here it has automatically applied colors. We can go to view and select some color palette, and it will automatically apply some colors to it. Okay. There are different types of color palettes. They are like pastel, dark colors. Whatever you want to choose, you can choose it like this. So these are top 5 charts that you must know. Whether you are creating a simple dashboard, whether you are creating a detailed dashboard, these are the are top 5 charts that must be known to you. Without knowing them, you will not be able to create this type of values. And obviously we can use any type of theme here. Whatever theme you will choose, every data will change according to that. But it is very important to know these top 5 charts. So this is tree map, this is a matrix chart. Let's reduce its size. Okay, this is a tree map, this is a matrix chart, this is a bar chart which we saw earlier. So all these charts should be known to you. And we have bar chart here, clustered bar chart. We also have a stack bar chart. Everything you must have good hold and good understanding when to use them and how to use them. And pie and donut chart. So just try them, see for yourself how you can use them in your reports. And if you have any doubts in understanding, so you can ask your doubts in the comment section. We will be happy to answer you. So let's copy this. Whether or not the middle value is copied is not important. So these are the top 5 charts that you must know.